Hey, but for real, shout out to Miss Ford, my third grade math teacher. You told me that I would never be and I'd work at McDonald's when I'm older. And guess what? I start tomorrow,
It's me again, YouTube. Money glitch.
Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's me again, Money Glitch. And today I got a very special video for you. So, like the title says, GTA 6 is long overdue. And I know a lot of people agree with this. I have put together some broad points about a couple of things I want to mention, and it's very important that I get the users' feedback, because you commenting on this, Rockstar might see this for sure, and you commenting on this might make a difference. So thank you for being here, and I'd like to start this off by talking about the history of GTA games and why I have a little bit of proof, you might call it, that GTA 6 is long overdue. And we're going to discuss why you think they've been pushing it back for years, and what can we expect from Rockstar in the near future. So, first of all, Grand Theft Auto 1 was released on the PS1, the Game Boy Color, and Windows and PC. Made by DMA Design. Rockstar didn't even make that game at the time. They were Rockstar North, but that was their original company's name. That was 1997. Okay, that was the first one, Grand Theft Auto 1. Grand Theft Auto London, Grand Theft Auto London 1961, and Grand Theft Auto 2 all came out 2 years later in 1999. Okay, think about that. So the first game dropped in 97, the second game dropped in 99, and they were both on the PS1. Okay, then 2 years later, the PlayStation 2 dropped, and Grand Theft Auto 2, or Grand Theft Auto 3, I'm sorry, dropped in 2001. Grand Theft Auto 3 dropped in 2001 on Xbox. Regular Xbox came out, and PS2 came out in the same fall. And it also dropped on PS1 and Dreamcast. If you don't know, Dreamcast is like the original Xbox. It was made by Sony, allegedly. Not Sony, Sega. It was a Sega name, but really it was Microsoft that owned Sega. So then once the Dreamcast failed, they turned it into the Xbox. So that's how that happened. So we got Grand Theft Auto 2 dropping in 1999, and then Grand Theft Auto 3 dropped in 2001. And guess what? In 2002, Grand Theft Auto Vice City dropped. 2002. So that's a year later, Vice City dropped on the PS2 and the Xbox, the PS2, the PS3, and the Xbox 360. And that was Rockstar North's first game. So in 2002, look at that, a year later. So we got from 97 to 2002, we got 6 Grand Theft Auto independent games, independent main characters. Okay, not that I don't love our beloved Michael, Franklin, and Trevor. Okay, 2 years later from Vice City, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas drops. This is 2 years later, and we're talking almost 15 years ago now. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas dropped less than 2 years later. Grand Theft Auto Advance was just for the Game Boy Advance. So, 2004, San Andreas. 2002, Vice City. 2005, Liberty City Stories. 2006, Vice City Stories dropped. 2008, Grand Theft Auto 4 dropped. I'm talking 2 years max, 1 year max. The Lost in the Dam dropped in 2008, and that was awesome. Okay? The Lost in the Dam, Chinatown Wars, and the Ballad of Gay Tony, those are all extensions of GTA 4. So that was 2008 dropped, and then the extensions dropped the final year, and those were some of the best missions ever. 2008 to 2013. Okay? So, we got 5 years in between to when GTA 4 and GTA 5 dropped, because GTA 5 was released in 2013, and now we're still sitting on this release in 2019. So we were due for GTA 6 probably like last year or now. But what is Rockstar saying? They're saying in their private calls with Take-Two, if you're a shareholder, Rockstar is saying it's going to be 2022 maybe. So like another 4 or 5 years. Why are they doing this? I think that when Rockstar Games got rid of Leslie Benzies, things started changing rapidly. One of the first things that changed was they started being more about their shareholders and nickel and diming everyone for microtransactions. That became a thing very hard with the shark cards. I feel like their motivation to put out awesome classics like changed forever when that happened. What's the proof? It was Gunrunning. Around the time of Gunrunning should have came out, they should have released GTA 6 and been on the newer and better things, new cities. We've been in LA so long, it's just, you know, it's like, what the hell? But let me know what you think below. But I think that when Gunrunning came out, it was the first time ever that we got nickel and dimed. And let me tell you exactly what I mean. We had the Oppressor. Now, up until this point, Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar Games, they were more about being realistic and kind of being able to kind of break the law. That's why it's called Grand Theft Auto. You can kind of steal a car and feel like you're in public. But now they started going on a different path when Gunrunning came out. And the path they were on is something they had always despised. And you can see this type of path when you look at a game like Saints Row. Saints Row is a game that's been coming out after GTA for most of the years, and it was like an extreme version of society, like where you have super big rocket launchers, bikes that fly, and hovercrafts and rocket packs and all this other extra shit. And GTA had prided themselves on not being like that, okay? And the sad thing about this is, after Gunrunning came out, that was the first time you had to buy the bunker for $2 million. You know, before that, you can buy stuff and just have it all. You know, before the bunker came out, you would just buy like a business and be ready to go set the business up, like selling crates, and just have it going. Import-export business, just have it going. That was cool. But then we get the bunker, okay, with Gunrunning. So you need the bunker, okay? Then you need the MOC. Then you need to hook these things up. So we're talking $5-10 million, which is worth over $100 in shark card money, you know. And they haven't increased how much jobs pay and things like that either. So they wonder why we glitch, you know what I mean? So now you buy the Oppressor for $2 million, which is like $20-30 in real life. And then you can't even use rockets, you can't even fly, you can't even do anything. So now you got to pay another $5 million to, quote, hook it up. So now that became the norm and the focus, breaking down every little thing to real world money. And it just got out of hand with that from there. So now every DLC is going to be a bunch of things that you can't even use when you get them anymore. And it just makes it so it's like so pay to play. So yeah, GTA 6 is long overdue, and they need to take a lesson from GTA real world, real life mods, because that's what I've been kind of playing, and that's more like GTA San Andreas, like where you had to work out to get big, and you know, or you got fat if you didn't run a lot, and just different stuff like that. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and thank you for being here in my video. I love you very much. New solo money glitches that are working are linked in the description. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe and turn notifications on, and I look forward to having some discussions about this with you in the comments. Thanks.
It's me again.